What's going on, you guys? I was feeling a tad nerdy today, so here I am, no makeup, and just chilling in my studio. As you can see, we've got a lot going on here today. So I have been working on this mannequin back here. This beauty, she's got like no hips, but I mean, don't take it out on her. There are all different kinds of body types, okay? Personally, I'm Indian, so the hips be hippin'. I mean, hips don't lie. That is so cheesy, but anyway. So I've been working on this mannequin over here because I don't know why, but I always had this thing that I wanted to put tattoos on a mannequin. And so I bought this mannequin lady back there and I started making tattoos on her. I think it looks absolutely dope. But anyway, I want to share the process with you guys from start to finish, and I hope you're going to like it. I started off the concept for this art piece, I guess, in the middle of summer, and now it is reaching the end of fall, and I'm finally getting to it. This box has been under my desk ever since, and I can't tell you guys how glad I am to finally unpack it and get started. Like any sensible artist, I had a huge Pinterest gallery that I set up with all my ideas for vintage tattoos, and I had this great plan that I was going to save it on my screen and then put a plastic over that and trace it and then put the plastic on top of the mannequin and somehow try to create a little miniature projector and get that over there. But my plans failed, and at the end I was just kind of like, you know what, I'm an artist. I think I can just look at the picture and try to replicate what I see. And so I did that, and as I continued doing it, I was like, okay, I think I like how this looks. And I think as an artist, when you kind of stretch yourself with every project and every painting that you do, that's when your work grows, and that's when you grow, not only as an artist but also as a person, because you feel a little bit more capable and a little bit more confident in the things that you can create and the things that your hands are capable of creating, and you just, you feel better. The world is a better place. This has been a very therapeutic project for me. I think at the end of the year, especially when the seasons change and it gets a little bit cold and moody, I start to kind of like retract and think about how life has been the last year. And if I've grown as a person, am I a better person? Am I doing the things that I set out to do at the beginning of the year or not? And if so, like, what can I do to change that before the page turns and we have a new year? And one of my goals for this year was to create more art and to have an exhibition and to try to bring out a part of myself that I wasn't doing for the last couple of years, because I've been on the road and traveling so much as a singer. I didn't really have a chance to paint anything or draw anything, and I really, really miss that. So I'm so grateful that this year I've had the opportunity to create stuff again. And if you look around my studio, there are so many little pieces of what the undiscerning eye would look at as just garbage, but for me, I'm like, I'm gonna collect this and I'm gonna paint on it, and it's gonna be cool. It's gonna have new life. It's gonna have rebirth. And I mean, it is December out here in Beijing. It started snowing. Today was the first day of snow. I want to show that to you guys. Just a second. I really need to fix that window. Check it out, you guys. First snow of the year, 2025 in Beijing. December looks like it's gonna be cutesy this year. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. But I also want to take a moment to show you guys the t-shirt, because this is currently one of my favorite t-shirts. Check it out. It be so happening. I think I'm gonna start a segment of my videos where I show you guys my favorite t-shirts for the moment. I feel like when I dress a certain way, it kind of translates into the art that I'm creating at the moment. I feel like that kind of works when I'm on stage also. Like when I dress a certain way, my personality on stage also kind of changes, and it's just like, it's a different vibe. Or maybe I just have multi-personality disorder. I mean, that could be the thing too. We don't know that. Anyway, I'm gonna get busy.
At the time of making this art piece and at the time of making this video, I am also thinking back on my first tattoos that I got. I was such a doofus back in the day. I wasn't entirely sure that the ink was going to show up on my skin. I was like, no, I'm too dark. I was so wrong. Anyway, I did my first tattoo and it was really little. And here's a picture of me, absolutely terrified and unsure if I can take the pain. Yikes. So embarrassing. And that is a picture of the very first tattoo that I got. I became slightly obsessive about it when I first got my first tattoo, and I started taking like pictures of my arm and just like everything that I was taking, because I was like, oh my god, this little eye looks hella cool. And then what did I do? I went out to a music festival and I got another tattoo. And after that, I started having so many ideas of other things that I wanted to put on my body, and it just kind of grew from there. It probably also didn't help that one of my closest friends owns a tattoo studio, but this is one of my buddies, Gina. Shout out to 7 Inks and Chris from 7 Inks for always hooking me up with great stuff. If you are in Beijing, do give them a look. I'm going to drop their details below in the comments because they do really, really great work. And no, this is not a paid ad. And I was saying earlier that when I did my first tattoo, I wasn't sure that the ink was going to show up on my skin. But you guys, look at the detailing in that portrait. Oh my god. Anyway, enough about my tattoos and back to my art project. I really wanted to add some snakes onto this mannequin because it is, of course, the year of the snake. And I am in China right now. Actually, at the time of making this video, it is a little bit unclear whether or not we will be staying in China because, you know, China does tend to change their visa rules and policies every so often. And so we are currently in a state of flux, even though we've just moved to our new house. It's a little bit unsure. I guess by the time this video is done, I will be able to know whether or not we're staying. So, fingers crossed. Not gonna lie though, you guys, it is a little bit hard for me to concentrate on this project not knowing whether or not we're gonna be able to stay, because we just set up the house and I just set up my studio and I had so many projects and all things that I wanted to do, and we really were not aware about this thing that might potentially happen at the beginning of me starting this YouTube channel again, or even at the beginning of me making this video. It just goes to show that when you are a foreigner in a foreign country or you're living the life of an expat, things can change overnight. And it is pretty hard for me to concentrate on creating art and trying to stay productive with this state of not knowing right now, but I'm really trying to keep myself busy and stay distracted and create stuff with my hands. And yeah, I hope it works.
So yeah, a bunch of time passed since I last posted in this video, or since I last made a video for this vlog. It is now the beginning of 2026, January, and I took a little bit of a break from working on The Mannequin Lady. I took a trip to Sweden and to Germany, and now I'm back in Beijing. I've made videos also for my trip to Sweden and also to Germany, so check those out. I will put it in the description below, or I'll add it at the end of the video. As you can see, the studio is a little bit empty, and so are the walls outside, because I've sent all my paintings off for the exhibition at CDF, which is going to happen on Sunday, and hopefully this will be done by then. Fingers crossed. I have a plan to put a light on top of her head and just see where that goes. So yes, this is going to be the end of this project, and fingers crossed it should work. It should look super cool. Let's see. But yeah, my studio is currently a disaster. You can see these frames on the corner that I started working with. Oh, that was because I finally framed this painting over here. Have a looky look. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, I have to bring that with me still. That and this piece I wasn't able to carry with me the other day because they were just a little bit too heavy and oddly shaped for me to carry with everything else. So this is the mess that is my studio right now. That one's not for sale. Taylor will kill me. And yeah, here we go. So let's see what we got here. Nice little filament bulb. And that was the top of the mannequin, but we don't need that anymore. this. All right, then, with any luck, this will work. I had an idea in my mind's eye, and I hope it'll formulate into the physical realm just as it's supposed to. Ooh, I am excited for this. Please fit. Like a glove. And a little test just to make sure it works. Oh, beautiful. I feel like Thomas Edison. Probably safer to take this off while gluing it. I mean, I fixed it like this. I haven't glued it yet. It's just kind of balancing because there's a little ridge at the bottom where it seems to sit quite nicely. I think as long as the wire's at the back, it's gonna be okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna see what glue I have and if I can make it work. I wish I had more of this, I really do. But let's see. I still have no clue. If this art project is gonna work. The glue is just run down. There must be some kind of PVC glue that would have worked out better for this because I am squeezing my thumbs together trying to get this out. Oh, fuck. You see, not every art project goes as planned. Can I get away with... Oh, fuck. If you can't see it in the video, a little bit of the ink's just smudged, but okay. We won't be doing that again. Now, lady. So while this is here and drying, I'm just gonna apply a little bit of pressure and hopefully it sticks together better. I am fully anticipating that I might need to glue this again, so I'll probably wait until tomorrow to permanently put the light back into the holder just in case there's any mishaps that happen. When I did the piece back there, it did take me about 2 or 3 tries to get the hands stuck properly onto the board. It kept falling off a couple of times, and then when the hands were stuck, then the mirror kept falling down. So there was a whole thing where I had to put the board flat and put the hands kind of leading up and then put the mirror into the hand and balance it with a stuffy toy until it dried. So, you know, there are ways of doing things. And yes, while this is drying, I will fill you guys in on the deets about Thailand. So at the beginning of this video, I was saying that it might be the case that we would be leaving China for a bit. And I was super worked up and thinking like, oh my God, I have to throw everything away. I have to like be on the road again with a couple suitcases. But and I have lived that life so many times now. I was really enjoying just settling in here in Beijing. But anyway, it looks like we're gonna be on the road for a little while. I will still have the apartment here and the studio, but things kind of worked out in quite a nice way that the art exhibition is happening this weekend. So all the art will have a home while I'm away and hopefully get sold. That's a win-win for everybody, ain't it? And then what else? Yeah, I think taking a trip kind of helped me take a step back from things here in Beijing and made me a little bit less worried about life over here and helped me gain some perspective on how to deal with things going forward. So I do feel a lot better. I hoped that this project would be done in 2025, but here we are in January of the new year and I'm still out here working on it. But you know, it is what it is. I think I've been learning, or rather trying to juggle keeping a YouTube channel and maintaining my projects and getting things done on time and also living life. And I don't know how you guys do that, but drop some tips in the comments if you're a YouTuber and you know you found your niche for balancing living a normal life, somewhat normal life, and also keeping up with your projects and your video editing and your posting. I would love to hear from you. So yeah, I'm gonna be in Thailand for a bit. I'm excited about that. I'm gonna take my guitar, I'm gonna take some sketchbooks and some ink and, you know, try to do a few more black and white pieces while I'm there. I'm thinking of maybe taking my DJ console because it has been a full year since I've touched it. I at one time put up a really nice DJ reel, like a sunset session of house music, and maybe I'll put the link over there or over there if you're curious about that. But maybe I'll be doing a bit more DJ stuff when I'm in Thailand. Just kind of keeping myself open and seeing what the new year brings. And I think this should be all right for now. Oh, I see. I'm in love. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Oh. This turned out so much better than I anticipated. I almost don't want to put it in the exhibition. Oh well. Time for it to go live a life of its own. And if it doesn't, I will be happy to see it when I return. So that's it for this vlog. I am pretty happy with the way that this thing turned out. And I feel good. The sun is shining outside today. It's a brand new year. A whole new chapter. And I hope you guys enjoyed joining me in the process and seeing my creative flow as I go and hearing my silly little life stories along the way. If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You've made my day, because as a YouTuber and as an artist, it really helps our work, or really helps the algorithm if you watch the entire way through. And if you subscribe to this channel or like this video, you are my hero. Thank you. Anyway, that's it for now. I hope you guys had a great time and I hope you're enjoying 2026 so far. My next videos will probably be about my time in Sweden and about my time in Germany, and then I will be posting stuff from Thailand, which I'm pretty excited about. So stay tuned. Let's go into 2026 together and have a good one, everybody. Cheers.